Hello and welcome to the Sunday Preview Rundown. This week, kind of out of nowhere, we've got Slaves to Darkness for Age of Sigmar. I was expecting more of a rules lead up before this, but hey, no, I guess that's what this coming week is for.
Yeah, I guess. Technically 3 weeks.
3 weeks, right.
For preview. I knew it was coming because they said by the end of the year and we only have, a month left. But,
this is true.
yeah, it was right after Battle Forces. Is kind of impressive.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, first and foremost, the Battletome Slaves to Darkness, along with the inexplicably more expensive gamer version that will sell out immediately. Smaller format and comes with the cards, but like the cards can change, and also the smaller format. I don't know. I don't think it's worth the increased cost.
I don't think so either. It has because if you think about it, it is cheaper than getting them both separately, but still with the smaller format, it's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not a fan. But I do like the new cover.
Yeah, the new cover's great. I wish no, because that's not a special edition. That's just the softback one.
Yes.
But yeah, always love new art. Woo.
Yeah, there is no special edition, but I guess they kind of didn't really do that for Stormcast or Rats either. So
no, they're going just 40K because 40K are the cash cows.
That's a shame. I really liked a lot of the special editions last edition. Anyway, onto the models. So first off, Chaos Sorcerer Lord, replacing the ancient Chaos Sorcerer.
Yeah, but he's so cool.
Oh, we've talked about it. This is a great model.
Yeah, this is not Sarketh, the Bane of Law. This is the alternate. This is the actual sculpt for what that is an alternate sculpt for.
Right. I do like Sarketh better, but I think this one is also pretty nice.
Yeah, they both hold up. I can't say hold up. Hold up means they're old. They both are very, very good new sculpts.
Yes.
It's not like Sarketh is just better. They're great.
Right. But if you want to get to things that are just better, sculpt-wise, Abraxia, Spear of the Everchosen. Of course, she came out at the end of last edition in her own little box set with her own little rule set. She is good this edition. Not auto-take, even though Varangard kind of are.
Yeah, they are.
But even though she buffs Varangard, she's still not auto-take even if you're taking Varangard. It's a little strange. Mm-hmm. Partially because what makes them so good is that it's already on their War Scroll.
Yeah. Double fight with that kind of damage is real dumb.
Other people have to have heroes nearby to double fight. Varangard just do it.
No, they just do it. But yeah, we went over her rules. We've covered her model. She's amazing in basically every aspect. And they put the helmet on her this time.
I was about to say that. This is the first time that in one of these articles they put the helmet version on, reinforcing my theory that the helmet version is way cooler.
It is awesome.
They do manage to work in a mention of her spear. Have you heard about her spear?
What? Her spear? What does it do?
In this edition, I forget. Not much.
Okay. Fair enough.
Speaking of spears.
Whoa! What a segue.
Aha!
We got the Dark Oath Raiders Spearhead, which is the second spearhead for... Well, I guess all of the Battletomes so far have had 2 spearheads. This is the one for Slaves to Darkness. It is the Dark Oath. Has a War Queen, 10 Savagers, 10 Marauders, and 5 Fell Riders. And I love this, making this the greatest muscle to miniature ratio available in any spearhead box.
Yeah, the Conan the Barbarian war game is looking pretty good, huh?
Yeah, right? It's great sculpts.
If you like painting skin, this is the box for you. Now, we kind of talked about we don't know how much the book will change from the faction pack.
Basically, the further from release, the more the books will start to change. The further from the edition release.
Yes. My bet is that this is still in the camp of this was mostly written... The books were printed before this edition launched.
Yes, I agree.
So my guess is that you will not have a huge amount of change from the faction pack. Right. Dark Oath are playable in the faction pack. They're not... I mean, Varangard are just so good that they kind of overshadow everything else. And Chosen are so hard-hitting that they overshadow a lot of the other infantry.
Yep.
But there is definitely gas in a full playthrough of Dark Oath.
Yep, Dark Oath, Swarming...
Yeah, looking into these guys, I don't think they're a bad choice.
Agreed. And again, fresh. I think the Dark Oath War Queen is the oldest, and she was like the end of last edition.
And she's still great.
She still looks great. Yeah. So basically, all we're looking forward to is, I can't say all but we're definitely looking forward to the Spearhead rules, which has not been put out yet. And then they did mention earlier below the book there's an Army of Renown. That is Be'lakor.
Be'lakors, yes. Which
I am looking forward to.
As someone whose heart is eternally torn between Abraxia and Be'lakor, yes. Now, that being said, the Stormcast book did change the way, offer new ways to play over the faction pack for Stormcast.
That is true.
Because while not all the new units were great, you do have things like the Paladors, which are maybe not top tier, but very playable. And a few other things that were swapped around. And if you had bought the Stormcast Endless Spells, you felt even worse. So things could change.
Yeah. You never know.
They could make the Slaves of Darkness spells really bad. Who knows?
Speaking of really bad, I'm kidding.
They're cards and dice. The dice are very basic, but hey, they're readable. And we've said a billion times, and we'll say it every time dice come up. Give me readable dice.
See, the problem is that is normally the case, but when it's GW prices...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to buy this.
I kind of want something fancy.
Well, okay,
Anyway.
Let me say this. The only reason I want them to be readable is because I know I'm not playing them, but if my opponent is, I want to be able to read them.
That's true. That's fair. If your opponent
Alternatively, go squig dice and give me bouncing stupidity.
Yeah. God, that's awful. Or the Lumineth release dice that were not even technically dice.
They're still dice. They're just...
Stupid.
Yeah.
I'll defend those things. They look cool. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I thought that they were fine. They were just silly.
And that is it for the Slaves to Darkness release. Moving on to Warhammer Underworlds.
Yeah.
We're getting Wave 2 already, which is awesome.
Yes, we are. And so this is the Jaws of Itzil. This is just Seraphon fan service.
Yes, yeah. You told me about this. What is he called? What's his name?
So currently he is a Saurus Sunblood.
Sunblood.
Which is kind of like the oldest and wisest and toughest of the Saurus. I forget, he has a name. I forget what it is.
Yeah, I remember seeing it a while ago.
Yeah. But what this guy is a reference to the character from the old world named Gorok, who was the oldest, or one of the oldest of the Saurus. He was an albino Saurus. He was super, super tough. Gorok was the protector of the city of Itza, Itza. So this is the Jaws of Itzil, starring not Gorok. If I say any of that, it sounds like I'm being dismissive. I'm not. I love the new Saurus sculpts.
Oh, yeah, they're amazing.
This is obviously going to be a more elite team in comparison to the previous Seraphon team, which was more squishy.
Yeah, definitely.
So, because Zav only has 3 models in one kind of token thing.
Yeah. All the shields, all the heavy weapons. This is definitely going to be more of a kill me, I dare you kind of team.
So, here's the question.
Okay.
Will these show up a la like Storm Coven or Plague Pack as a non-unique unit in Age of Sigmar?
Yeah, we don't know what they're going to do with the new warbands like that.
Well, they didn't do anything for the release box.
No, they didn't.
Those guys are just not in Age of Sigmar, which I'm going to be honest, I'm also okay with.
Yeah, that's true. I'm okay with it too.
Because they tended to be either useless or completely broken. Either way, these are great models and hopefully fun to play.
Interesting. We actually didn't... Slaves to Darkness. They didn't say that one of them is coming out. Does that mean they aren't getting one?
One of what?
The Underworlds teams that are becoming non-unique units.
Maybe, or we could look in the book and find out that Karga's Ravagers are that.
True, because Karga's Ravagers, spoiler alert, is further below on this list.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like the Plague Pack was the most recent... I mean, it was the most recent non-launch box Skaven model. Same thing for the Storm Coven.
For the both releases, there was a re-release of that box.
Right.
But not for this one.
This isn't... Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's down there.
We'll see.
So I guess we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we will go further down.
First, we got to get through the Grandfather's Gardeners.
Through the sludge.
Yep. That large fly upsets me.
Oh, yeah, no. Basically, all of this upsets me.
Yeah, they are suitably disgusting and vile and putrid, and that makes them great Nurgle models.
Yeah, welcome to the newest demons models that have been released in, 5 or 6 years. And
no, Jean's got some in their box.
Oh, that's true. Zinch got some in their box. Oh, and the Thricefold.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah, I'm talking out my butt.
So this is just the newest Nurgle models that have
the newest Nurgle
demon models. More cards.
Yep.
Fury and Rack and Ruin Rivals decks.
Yep, we got the other set of Rivals decks that they said they were going to come out with. So there's 4 in the starter deck, and then these 2. Or sorry, the starter box, then these 2. I do wish they released the 4 in the starter box separately, but maybe we'll see that later.
Yeah. Hopefully. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. So nothing special about these. It says one is invading enemy territory and manipulating charge tokens, and the other one is setting traps and scoring big from leading opponents to terrible fates. Interesting.
But then we get on to more models. Nothing new, but nonetheless at least interesting because of accessibility.
So these are there are 4 different boxes, one for each Grand Alliance, so this one's the Order one, and they each have 4 different warbands in them.
Right.
They do have the War Scroll cards, which the Fighter and War Scroll cards, which I was afraid they wouldn't have, because they are releasing them separately. But I guess the releasing separately is just for the people that already have them.
Which I'm, thank goodness.
Yeah, I agree. So these guys do not have rules in the game in Underworlds at the moment because they put out the ones that they weren't re-releasing in these boxes available for free. And then you gotta buy these to get them.
Right.
Which is fine. So we have Hexbane's Hunters, Maiari's Purifiers, Thundrix Profiteers, and Yilthari's Guardians.
You got Kiradron, Cities, Lumineth, and Sylvaneth.
Yep.
And then, to Spoilers and Demons, you've got the Pandemonium, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name, so basically each of the Chaos Gods, except you've got no Nurgle, because there wasn't a Nurgle, except for, well, I guess they could have done the, there was one Nurgle one, what's her name? The big lady. A long time ago. It was a three model Nurgle set.
Oh,
but
yeah,
instead of putting that in here, they decided to put in an Undivided, the Slanesh one, but not the newest Slanesh one, unfortunately. It's the Dread Pageant instead.
Yeah.
The Gore Chosen, which is, the Kalama guy from Temple of Doom.
Exactly. And
Pandemonium, which is a very interesting, weird Tzeentch set.
Yes. And to be fair, they are releasing the Nurgle ones that we just talked about 25 seconds ago.
Yeah, that's why I'm guessing they're not doing it.
Yeah. But yeah, all these sculpts are great. My only problem... Okay, we're going to talk about the elephant in the room. I already have 2 of these.
Yep.
I want just the Tzeentch one.
Yep.
What do I do?
Cry.
Yeah. Do I buy the models that I already have? Do I split it with someone?
Go onto eBay and hope you can find them. That's all you can really do.
So that upsets me.
It also will depend a lot on the prices of these things, because they could go great or terrible.
Yeah, I'm expecting, because these are normally $40-ish separately.
I think they've gone up to 45. Yeah.
So that's 90, 180. I'm not liking the sound of that, but we'll see.
I think they'll be discounted from full retail, but
yeah, I mean it's Games Workshop we're talking about, but yes, since they're putting these, they'll probably discount it.
I hope. Now we go into the grave. You've got the OCR Bone Reapers one. You've got the best Vampire Lords box that was ever released.
Yep, 4 Vampire Lords and nothing else.
You've got one of 18 billion Night Haunt ones, but at least this one is unique models.
True.
And the Grimwatch, which back when they were released were the absolute terrors of the game. They were nigh unbeatable, but I think that is long gone. Who knows with this edition?
Yeah, exactly. Death Sculpts. I know at least a couple people that are going to pick this up because they just have every Death faction because they're crazy.
Yeah.
And fantastic. And I like that they did the Vampire one is the best one because it's 4 vampires and not 17 zombies. But
right, yeah.
That's just me.
All the Death ones were pretty good, though, honestly.
Yeah, agreed. And lastly, the Brutes and Bandits for Destruction, which have the Grincrack's Loon Court, the Crushes for Ironjaws, Black Powder's Buccaneers for... I like that it's Buccaneers, but there's one guy and a bunch of pets. For Ogres, and then...
it's and Buccaneer and Co.
Black Powder and
that's how pirate crews work. You've got one captain and a bunch of nerds.
And the Cunnin Crew, which is, I believe, the most recent one for Cruel Boys.
Yes.
It's just interesting that they did Cruel Boys and Ironjaws, but, there's not very many Destruction factions.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are they going to do? Giants? Put a foot in there?
I want them to do that so bad that it's just 2 sculpted feet.
I really don't. And then if you kill one, everyone on the field dies as the thing falls to the ground.
Exactly.
Never mind, I'm on board, GW. Make it happen.
Make it happen. Next, we have the Warbands of Embergird, which is the aforementioned cards for all of this stuff. So if you don't want to buy the box that has the models, you already have the models. This is just the updated cards.
Yeah.
So yeah, this isn't anything too special. It's just buy it if you need it. Don't buy it if you don't.
Hey, at least they're giving it a separate way to get it over,
buying the models again.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's what I was worried about. You want to play these? Too bad. Buy them again.
But these could have been free downloads.
Which, they should just be free downloads.
Yeah.
That's the correct way.
All right, and then we're gonna skip past some Black Library stuff.
Skippity-doo-dah. Is there anything else to talk about? Not really.
They did a preview.
Oh, right. So let's talk about the preview. So this coming Friday, Warhammer Championships preview. On the docket, we have 40k, Sigmar, Heresy, Old World, and Black Library. No skirmish games here. No small games.
It's just all the big boys.
All the big players. Which, that's okay. I mean, Kill Team's kind of eating well right now.
Doing pretty good.
They just got their own brand new edition, so we don't need Kill Team stuff.
So did Underworlds.
Warcry remains on life support.
Yep. R.I.P. Warcry.
To the surprise of nobody, really.
Yeah. No Blood Bowl, although they just did the Dwarves, I guess, was in the last preview.
Yeah, and Blood Bowl doesn't get things all that often.
Blood Bowl doesn't count, Mitchell.
No Necromunda, so...
No Necromunda. It does say right above this, I believe.
We've got another Necromunda reveal coming in hot.
Yes, so there is a Necromunda reveal, which is impressive because they already revealed an entire book that's not out yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward to the preview, and hopefully we'll talk about it. And it's coming up soon, only this Friday.
So 6 p.m. GMT. What time is that our time?
EST is 1 p.m. Ending off on the slaves.
All right. Well, that's it from us this Sunday. An impactful release. Our first non-launch tome for Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's inside.
We'll see how this goes, because that could be very good or very bad, depending on how they decide to do things.
The trendsetters, what is the first one gonna look like?
Right, and so this will be the first one. Although I sincerely think that, kind of like the 40k one. What was even the first one after that?
I don't remember.
For 40k, I don't remember either. But I remember it not being that impactful.
Yeah, it was.
Again,
it was very this is basically the faction pack, but a little change.
I suspect this will be basically this faction pack.
Yeah, fair.
But hey, we'll see, and as soon as we do see, we'll let you know. Until then,
bye-bye.